Okay, friends, I would like to discuss about fluid properties. Of course, these fluid properties are needed to engineering students and the students appearing for NEET in the MBBS for MBBS, appearing for JEE mains and advance for admission into the engineering various levels of institutes. This is the much, this is very useful and this is the part of syllabus for engineering graduates, of course particularly civil and mechanical branches and electrical branches and JEE and JEE advanced and mains and NEET. These are the students. This unit is very useful and useful. So we have to focus on this fluid properties. Fluid properties. So fluid properties. Before you get into the fluid properties, first we have to learn the measurements. First measurements. These measurements, coming to that measurements, they are the quantities. Of course, there are different units systems are there, but across the world, most of the countries we are following the SI units. So therefore, quantity SI unit to symbol. So this length. Of course, why this is the required for meters? Why you have to develop that length in meters? Because if you, of course, in some centuries years back, suppose we have to, unless we know this length, a particular length, how do you know what is the length is covered by your walking or something walking or vehicle moving or something. So therefore that's why we have to fix that reference length. By using this reference length, we can measure anything. So that's why the length is fixed. The length equal to in meters and SI units. That is a symbol is a m. Unless we don't fix this reference length, we cannot measure any length. We don't know the measure. We don't know the length which we covered or which we covered by anything. So that's why we have to that's why the length is needed. That length fixed reference length of meter. Meter means we know that meter. Okay. Next, mass equal to the mass. What is the mass? If you don't know the reference quantity of mass, you don't fix the different quantity of mass, we cannot measure anything. Suppose what is the weight of this particular object, what is the weight of that particular object, so that if you know that weight, if you know that mass, what is the capacity of the mass I can carry, like this we have to fix that mass, fix some quantity of mass fixed in kilogram. That symbol is denoted by kg. So these are the small letters. We have to strictly follow these symbols in given symbol. It is a small or big, larger. Okay na? So next, time measured fixed in seconds. This is the symbol equal to smallest. So unless we don't know the time, we do not know. If you don't fix this time, we do not know how much time to be worked, and suppose anything is object is completed, how much time is required. All these things to do this, all these things. We have to fix that time 1 second. That second is fixed in smallest. Temperature, Kelvin, measure in temperature. You know that the temperature is very useful. That is the energy. Suppose so our body temperature is 37. Suppose you got fever. We got fever. What is the temperature? How much temperature we can sustain? Suppose temperature is more than 103 or something Celsius. Obviously we can get so many health issues. So therefore, not only that, in different purposes in engineering and engineering in the nature, that's why we have to fix that temperature. We have to fix that temperature Kelvin. We do not capital K, capital K. Coming to that length 1 meter, 1 meter. So let us say that this much approximately this much of length. Let us say that small, this is the length 1 meter, 1 meter. Suppose the length is this one. The length, suppose you want to measure this one length, of course you have to measure large length from here to long way. So therefore this meter is making multiplied with the number of times. Suppose 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters, 100 centimeters, 100 centimeters. 1 centimeter equal to 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter. Okay, 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meters, 1000 meters. So like this, this meter is converted into the fixed into the different ways, so that why you have to fix these 1 kilometer, or of course more than that, 1 kilometer is the hectometer, decameter, like this. All these things are there. Suppose depending on the length, suppose from here to somewhere, so large length, too much long length is that we cannot express in the centimeters. Of course that may be correct, but is not appropriate. That is not appropriate. That is not looking that doesn't give the beauty. So depending on the size of the length, we can measure, we can express in kilometers. So the length is too long, we can express in kilometers. So that is looking nice. That is looking like very small, length is very small, we can express in centimeters and millimeters. Suppose medium, so we can express in meters. So like this, these are the relations. 1 meter we can convert into the centimeters, millimeters. So 1 centimeter equal to 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters. Okay, so of course there are few more are there. We can understand up to this. Okay, we can understand up to this. If required, we can learn later. Coming to that mass equal to kgs. 1 kg depending on the weight. Suppose you take that huge size, we cannot express in terms of kgs. Tons, kilo kgs or tons. Of course 1 kg equal to 1000 grams, 1000 grams. 1 gram equal to 1000 milligrams, 1000 milligrams. Of course 1 ton equal to 1000 kgs, 1000 kgs. Much bags, suppose rice bags are there, obviously we can measure in kgs, that is kgs. Small one, suppose you can go for small quantities, we can go for the grams, grams. Suppose huge quantities are there, 1 ton equal to 1000 kgs. Like this we can convert this kgs. Next, coming to that time equal to 1 second. So therefore there are 60 seconds equal to 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, like that 60 minutes equal to 1 hour. 1 hour. Hours, in SI units you can show only H, 1 hour. Okay, so therefore 24 hours equal to 1 day. 24 hours equal to 1 day. Of course 30 days are equal to 1 month, and 365 days equal to 1 year. 365 days equal to 1 year. We can remember these 3 terms, these 3 things. 60 seconds equal to 1 minute, 60 minutes equal to 1 hour, 24 hours equal to 1 day. 24 hours equal to 1 day. So coming to that temperature, Kelvin, capital K. So you see here, 1 Celsius equal to 274.15 kelvins. 1 Celsius equal to, generally we can measure in Celsius. So therefore 1 Celsius equal to 274.15 Kelvin. This is the relation. So this is about the measurements. And why you have to importance of these units and all these quantities and units. And of course, whatever remaining important, important thing is that whatever the quantities, for example, we coming to that properties, properties, we can get the weight, acceleration, velocity, displacement, velocity, speed, acceleration, and force, weight. These are the terms, and of course few more terms are there. They are all these terms are coming in the fluid mechanics. All these terms are derived from this fundamental quantities, derived from this fundamental quantities. We can understand later when we discussing about that fluid properties. I can explain how that things are derived from this fundamental quantities, how that things are derived from this fundamental quantities. So this is about the measurements.